now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing the black with yellow trim. His official weight of 10 stones, 1 pound. He has a record of 14 fights, 5 losses, 9 wins, and one of those wins come in by way of knockout. Hailing from Carmarthen, Wales, United Kingdom, Angelo, the Italian stallion, Dragone. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing the white and blue. His official weight of 9 stones, 13 pounds. And tonight, he is making his professional debut, hailing from Ilford, Essex, England's United Kingdom. Introducing Arjon, the Bullet Basi!
Looking forward to this, looking forward to seeing what Arjon Basi can do as a professional. A journey that has seemed long and winding and probably to him never ending, but hundreds of people have come to see the start of this journey. And you know, if you're on your debut second top of the bill, Andy, you're already doing something right.
It's unusual, isn't it? And it's a product of the fact that he's managed to sell the tickets that he has, and he does have ability too. He's gone in deep here against Dragone. As you mentioned, Dragone's not really a super lightweight. He's boxing out of the away corner these days. That Welsh area title was his, as you described it, his cup final, but he definitely can fight. And this kind of occasion, it lifts Basi, but it can lift the opponent too, can't it? Because you don't often get to fight in an atmosphere like this.
Lovely right hand to the body there. They both landed body shots in that exchanges. Dragone coming forward, plenty of aggression, but not too reckless or wild with it. So Basi's got to be switched on. Good skills as an amateur Basi.
Stays tight, stays compact, doesn't he, Dragone? He looks to move that upper body, move that head, get onto the inside.
Crowd getting behind Basi. Lovely sharp 1-2 from him there. He's got the speed and the skills. Relatively low hands. Basi relying on that speed, so just the possibility, there's avenues for Dragone to make an impression.
I think the referee's just having a chat about the clinching. A couple of times they've fallen in and they're not really shown an awful lot of inclination to move away from each other. I think Dragone happy to do it and just nick a little bit of a breather at times.
Nice little right hand from Dragone before they engaged in the clinch, the pair of them. Oh, lovely shot. Just clipped him with the right hand. And that just forced Dragone on the back foot for the first time in this opening round. I think given everything, he's pretty composed, Basi. Given the atmosphere, the build-up, this is a journey that's been years and years in the making. He was just clipped by a right hand at the end there, but I think he's taken it all pretty much in his stride, which is remarkable.
That was a good opening round for him. He's under a lot of pressure here because it's not just selling the tickets, it's the pressure you put yourself under. And you mentioned his backstory. This is what he's wanted for such a long time. To turn pro, as you said, at times it looked like it would never happen. And it's here now, and you've got to make sure you start well, and he did start well there.
Part of that Will Jones blossoming operation. There's Dragone in the other corner. He landed some shots of his own. He brought pressure and experience.
Corners, 10 seconds.
And there, that shot at the end where he just clipped and suddenly he was forced to retreat, Dragone.
Seconds out, round 2.
So no cakewalk this for Basi on his start. I think having Dragone in the other corner is kind of a statement of intent. Dragone comes out firing and he's determined to get close. There's intensity about his start to the second round. He wants to put that forehead on the chest of Basi. He looks to pick him off with a body shot as he comes forward. Dragone's been fighting sort of up beyond 150 basically against super welterweight, so he's going to feel strong coming back to light welter, super lightweight, where really he belongs, where he won his title.
It's getting a bit messy at times, isn't it? Because he closes the gap for Dragone and then just gets a hold of Basi. As he comes forward there, he slips there, but he was already looking to get those arms around the waist, I think.
I don't know if the heads came close together. I'm wondering if there's a little nick above the right eye of Dragone.
There is.
Both landing there. There's a little sharp left hook counter from Basi, and then there's a right hand lead coming in that exchange as well from Dragone. Basi will be hoping some of the intensity and aggression fizzles out from Dragone. But we're in a full rounder, so it is a bit of a sprint. You fancy Dragone with his experience, and of course he's been 10 rounds in those title fights, that he'll be able to put his foot down for the 4 rounds.
Again, Dragone just getting a hold of Basi there, and referee just having a quick word with the pair of them about holding. Basi can keep this longer. He's got the tools to keep this more on the outside. That was a good left hand from him.
A little bit of Joe Cordina in the style of Basi, isn't there? In terms of the shape and the fast twitch.
Long arms as well. Left into the body was a good shot there from Basi.
Maybe just a little bit more smeared, that cut right side of Dragone's face. Picked off with a body shot there. Crowd getting into every Basi moment. A lovely lead, right hand to the body again from Basi there. And the corner will go to work on that right eye of Dragone. At halfway, what do you make of it, Andy?
I think he's doing pretty well because Dragone has been up at a good level. He's a decent fighter and he's looking to just get on top of him, try and crowd him, getting close. And that short right hand that we just saw there on the replay throws that well. There's no kind of tell to it at all, Dragone. His hands are here and then all of a sudden he just pops that right hand out, kind of robot fashion. And if he's tight enough to you, he can land it. I feel like Basi can make this a bit easier for himself if he looks to keep it on the outside, jab, double jab, right hand, and just keep him moving and keep him turning. He does seem to fancy that mid-range, Basi, and maybe he's the better fighter at that range too, but that's more Dragone's kind of fight.
But Dragone's going to make him work every second, every minute, every round of this. And it's up to Basi to either diffuse, deflect, or dissuade him from that.
That's good for Basi. Landed a decent combination. They did find a bit of
quality.
space. He is keeping him turning and moving, isn't he?
Quality. Landed the left, landed the uppercut, dipped down, and then a left hook to the body. It's absolute class. And there have been little glimpses that he's a good operator, this kid. Dragone's still bringing the heat, but he's not been able to get close so far through the first minute. There again, see that left hook to the body, dipped under the shot in retaliation from Dragone. So really mindful of attack as well as defence.
He's going to have to keep this up though, isn't he? Because, as you've been saying, Dragone is going to keep going. I don't think he's going to slow down. He might wilt a little bit towards the final stages, but Basi's not going to be able to coast here at all.
Crowd are loving it. Every punch, every moment. There's a good jab from Dragone. That's what he might need to do if he's to close the gap effectively. Basi's been able to nullify him through this first couple of minutes in this round. It's probably been the most controlled round from Basi so far.
Good jab.
And so the final 30 seconds. Nice little sharp shot inside, and again, and doubled it up with the left hand. Went to the body, then screwed the uppercut through the guard as well. There's little cameos of class from Basi.
I think he might have hurt Dragone a little bit with a punch in the middle of all of that, because he's breathing a bit heavy there and he's looking to grab hold. And he doesn't look shaky exactly, but he's maybe looking a little bit looser than he's been at any stage during the fight so far. It's a good round that for Basi, wasn't it?
That's quality. A lot of class in there. That left hand inside has been absolute money for him. He's got he sort of spends his time, splits his time with Will Jones and his brother, his cousin Jag, who's up there in the corner now as well. When he's not with Will Jones, he's training with his cousin, so sort of tag team training, splitting his time in between both of those camps, and they're both involved in that corner tonight. He's looked good. I think he's been terrific, actually.
He has been. He's been good. He's been good to watch as well. And he hasn't allowed himself to be dragged into it, has he? Because that's what Dragone does. That'd be an easy thing to happen. Pro debut, nerves, that empties the tank a bit. Big expectation. Decent fighter against you. As we said, more than decent for a debut. He's gone in deep for a debut here, and he's handled it really well.
We've seen tonight fights can easily spiral out of control. Nearly happened for Nina Hughes. Thomas Galbraith earlier had some tough moments. Into the final round then. Sharp shooting, fast hands. Difference in speed evident now. Basi starting to find the gaps. And it's inside with those sharp shots, particularly the left hand. Just got to be a little careful he doesn't get carried away.
Dragone just happy to try and hold on to him and walk him around a little bit here and catch a touch of a breather, but he's just found really good distance, hasn't he, Basi, in the last couple of rounds particularly, and Dragone's just not been able to get close enough to him really to land anything on him at all.
Yeah, I think you're right, Andy. Dragone's happy to buy that rest up close. Crowd going wild as suddenly as Basi gets on the front foot, but a lot of that was untidy, that skirmish, nothing necessarily landing as Dragone just dabs away at that cut above his eye again. Again,
just beginning to fade slightly, yeah, Basi here, which is understandable.
Yeah, completely. There's a lot of intensity from Dragone through those first couple of rounds. He's thrown a lot of punches in the last two as well, I think it's fair to say, Basi. And if there was a countdown clock above the ring here at York Hall, I think Dragone would be looking at it. The crowd's getting on their feet to count down to the final few seconds. What a debut. Finally, what a debut for Arjon Basi. And Dragone played his part. He made it a sweat early doors. He made him work, he asked a few questions, and his phone will be ringing again next week.
It's unusual on your pro debut to go in with a fighter who, as recently as last summer, less than a year ago, has won an area title. When I saw this matchup, I thought it was ambitious. So I knew there must be a lot of belief in this guy who I'd heard about but didn't really know anything about. And with the support that he's got, yes, it's fantastic, but as we said, it brings pressure, and he'll have thought about this night for so long that delivering when it arrives is not the easiest thing to do, and he did it well.
And every promoter in the land certainly circling the name of Arjon Basi.
Arjon, the Basi!
I love the pregnant pause from MC Huss, as if there was jeopardy in that scorecard. I love it. I love it. Yes, it's the result that his fans came here expecting. It's maybe the performance that he dreamed of. Sometimes, for the best things in life, you really do have to wait, and Arjon Basi has had to wait, surrounded by his friends and family, plenty of them too. And this is for one night only, because there's only one of these. So that's a photograph that will end up above the mantelpiece on the wall, enlarged. And there he and his cousin can celebrate a moment that has been a long time coming, and they will know. And that's what that embrace is all about. They know what it's taken to get here. And I think we'll get a A sense of that, how he's feeling, what he made of it, in so many words. He's alongside Ali.
Arjon, I don't know whether you'll be able to hear this because of the noise in here. You've just made your professional debut. Co-main event live on DAZN. How are you feeling after that?
You know what? I'm stuck in two feelings. I think everyone on their debut expects a lot more from themselves. But in there, I showcased the hard work, everything we've been putting in. There's a lot more to me. That was just 10%, 20%, so the rest of the 80 is yet to come. Thank you to my corner team. Will, Joe, my cousin Jag, my jockey barge. Without these guys, none of this would be possible. And shout out to my sponsors as well, because without you guys, I won't be able to live my dream, so thank you, man, thank you.
Now, while you were in there, you looked calm, composed, very confident. You dominated the rounds. Was there any nerves going into tonight?
I think you saw the way I walked down and I was smiling, laughing. I don't really feel much nerves and stuff. For me, I'll only get nerves when I haven't put the work in. And I put the work in, so I had nothing to feel or worry about. And especially when you got a crowd like this. How's it?
Now, I have to say, there's been many fight nights here in York Hall. This is up there with the loudest that I've ever heard it. So you have to have a final word to everyone who has raised the roof in here tonight for you.
You know what? Shout out to you lot. Thank you so much. You know what? This ain't just about the guys that are here. I want everyone to take a quick look in that front row seat where my sister's pointing right now. That was my dad. I saved the seat for him because I know he's always here and he's always with us. So that's for you. We did it.
Well done. Fantastic to have you on the show, and well done with that result.
Thank you so much.